Good evening. Welcome to the January 29th StuntHangar live video hangout. I'm Rusty, and as usual, somebody dings my phone. Hopefully, it's one of my viewers asking if they're going to be on the show tonight. Maybe so. In any case, we are going to be on tonight. And as a matter of fact, we've already started. We're going to talk about, as usual, aero modeling, mainly control line, but that could include anything else too. RC people are welcome. So are builders of boats, planes, sailboats, full-size planes, cars, drag racing, anything you do with tools, really, anything you do in a workshop, we love to talk about. So looks like I got 2 viewers already. So welcome, and feel free to post in the chat box on YouTube if you want to stay anonymous or just participate from there without a camera or a mic. If you're not set up for the live streaming, then that's a good way to come in with us. And actually, we've developed a pretty good YouTube crowd, and getting some of our old video members back. The crowd shifts once in a while, and let me let the first visitor in. Looks like Paul Taylor, I think. Let's see. It's hard to tell yet. Hang on, and I'll turn your camera on, and then you can. Oh no, it's Jared. Hey, Jared. You can turn your microphone on now because it's off when you come in. There we go.
How's it going?
That was pretty quick. I'm glad you came in. How you doing tonight? Not much.
Not too bad. Doing all right.
We're just getting started, and so got a quick guest. I think Charles Carter called me earlier this afternoon and is planning on coming and telling us all about his Southwestern Stunt Championship. Is that what it was? I'm not sure if that's what it was called, but he was on a 7-hour drive back home from Arizona. And
oh, wow.
So what you been doing, Jared?
Just working. Work.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. You got to do if you want to fly. You got to work first. You got to earn your playtime, I suppose.
Yeah, most definitely.
You been getting any stick time lately?
Not really. It's been just crazy cold here lately.
Oh, has it? How about your dad? How's he doing?
He's getting better. He should be back to flying pretty much everything this year. He still is going to struggle with doing the wing over and overhead maneuvers, but I think he'll be all right.
We've just had Dane Martin come join us. Hey, Dane, how you doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much. Everybody's coming in pretty quick. It's me and you and Jared Hayes right now, and it looks like John Sanchez has joined us on the YouTube side, as well as Thomas Creasy, who says he'll be in a few minutes. Good. Looks like we got the start of a good show tonight. So what you up to, Dane?
I tried the YouTube side first. It doesn't work for me.
How'd you get in? Through the StuntHangar link?
Yeah.
Seems like one works for some people, the other one works for other people. I can't figure out why. What'd you click to get in, Jared?
I went through StuntHangar.
And let's see, we got Jim Ballard. Let me let him in. And hey, Jim, you can turn your microphone on now. All right, good evening.
Good evening.
Man, we got the makings of a great show going tonight. I appreciate all y'all coming in to visit. We got you and Jared Hayes and Dane Martin, except for Dane went black on me. I don't see him right now.
I can still hear you. Just give me a second.
Oh, there you are. You're living by candlelight, it looks like.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on pulling off your Las Vegas contest, man. It sounds like you did a really good job up there.
I think it went pretty good. I mean, we had a really big turnout for a first contest.
Yeah, by all reports, it was great. You know, a few people were dubious at first, wondering if it was going to be dusty or windy or whatever, but everybody that reported back from it sounds like they had a really good time.
Well, you know how it is. It's a first contest. There hasn't been a contest of kind in Vegas since the 90s.
Yeah.
For control line. So I'm sure everybody was pretty apprehensive about that, you know?
Yeah. Pulling off a contest is hard enough without being the first time. Have you ever CD'd before?
Oh, did I freeze up? Oh, the other thing is, so everybody that flies free flight, you know about the STAM championships and all that. Everybody knows Auto dry lake bed where they hold those, and that is a dusty, miserable area.
I'm trying to let Gerald Wimmer in with us. There you go, Gerald. You can turn your microphone on now. Y'all pardon me. I have to interrupt while the new people pour in so I can turn on their cameras.
Okay.
Yeah, but that dry bed in Las Vegas looks pretty cool. It's just like I kind of like the salt flats. I mean, it's just hard packed like cement almost, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only that one. And that's why people were nervous, is because the other dry lake beds around here that people know of, those are not like that. They're really dusty.
So I guess
trying to convince
sediment formed under that old lake. I wonder what kind of, do you have any idea what kind of mineral base or geological base that old lake bed has? What is that? This packed type?
Yeah, it's kind of heavy on alkali and sulfur. You know, it's kind of a weird little section.
What's up with you, Gerald?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. I'm trying out the new Logitech 270 right now. That seems to be working okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah, got good audio and video.
Yeah, I've got good audio, but my video is terrible tonight.
Oh, slow down.
Yeah, it's a little fuzzy.
Well, mine is just, it's not, it's like a picture, right now it's just a picture of you, Rusty, but
Really?
yeah, it's like still photos.
Are you on a computer or a phone or what?
Yeah, I'm on a desktop.
Well, if you'll mouse up to where the little bar is, what looks like a telephone strength signal is what it looks like, but you can hover over that and click it and adjust your bandwidth usage to a lower value, and it might smooth things out.
Okay, let me try it.
I usually run on about medium.
How are you keeping, Rusty?
We're doing pretty good. You know, the weather is still off and on here in Columbia, but at least it's not cold. It was rainy this weekend. And here comes Steve Hines. Let me pause and let him in. And he didn't come the first time. Boom, boom. Okay, Steve, can you come in now? There you go. You're in. You got to turn your microphone on.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey, guys.
Good evening, Steve. Well, we're on track for a record number of guests tonight.
I know. I want to fill up the whole bottom of my computer across the screen there with people.
Yeah, I forget how many. I think we can only have 9 before it maxes out. We've got Ron Hass over in the YouTube side, along with Tom Creasy and John Sanchez. So they're watching us.
Ask Tom if he got his spinner.
Did you get your spinner, Tom? I don't know. We'll find out. He says he's going to be in here in a minute, so you can ask him in person. And I also sent you an email yesterday. Did you get it regarding your address so I can send you that TD09?
I haven't been on the computer since Friday, actually.
Okay.
So
Well, Terry
I'll get on there. We were in Chicago all day yesterday working on that airplane for Samantha, and that was a long day. I got up at 7 in the morning. We took off and went there and built on that plane for 7 hours, and then the 4-hour and some minute drive home, and hit snow, and
Oh, mercy.
I got home, about 10 minutes to midnight last night. So,
Well, anyway, I got an email from Terry Forbes, and he said that his message to you was rejected as undeliverable to S Hines at whatever your number is. And so I told him I'd send you one and see if mine went through. So I'm curious to see if it went through.
oh,
But
did
I
you,
looked
did
at
you,
his,
did
he
you
sent it to
just
the
send
same
it on
site.
regular email, or did you do it through
Gmail. I sent it to S Hines AMA number at gmail.com.
well, I can look here real quick if that came through. That's my Gmail.
Dane's got his microphone turned off. I presume it's on purpose.
Yes.
Oh, well, y'all all tell me what your plans for the week are or what you did this weekend.
First. We had a good day session. We had a good session flying on Sunday, but it was hot, and it was like 100 degrees Fahrenheit in our lounge yesterday, and on Sunday it was pretty muggy hot, but we still got our flying in, and the boys put in a reasonable flight each. But I think Monkey was right when I think I need to make some firm combat models for our boys.
Yeah, that'll tune their reflexes up pretty quick. Kind of like we were talking about with Mike Linsky the other night, some foam wing, rugged stunt trainers or something like that. It's great for the kids to go out and bash up.
Yeah, they're getting too precious about the stunt models. My wife wanted them to fly her Sky Racer. They just flew it straight and level, straight and level. They didn't want to do anything other than that because they didn't want to ding Mum's nice model. But yeah, that's where we need some rough models that they can just throw around and crack that inverted and stuff. So yeah, I can see he's totally right on that one. Building some nice models is good for a scale contest. They can fly their different scale models, but they're not going to improve their flying unless they've got some fast, rough models that will fly the maneuvers.
Back when we were kids, the models were more fragile. They didn't, we didn't have the foam wing technology like we do today, and they're, you can take them and bash them and field repair them and have them right back in the air. And when we were kids, we'd go out and bust ribs and wings and have to take them home and work on them for a couple of days.
Yeah, like I think it was Michael was at Cherry. They said use a Fox 35 stunt. That way it's sort of detuned right for that sort of task. You'll have the suction. You can run on a suction feed tank, and it keeps it simple. And I think I've got a few Fox 35 stunts lying around. Just sort them out with a stack muffler, or one of the Tectone mufflers that curve back round so that they don't get wiped out.
Yeah,
it sounds like a good formula. Yeah, I really need a good stunt trainer as well, one that I can turn a good pattern with, and I'm not worried about. But I suppose nobody can have enough good practice models, something that you can try and improve the flying with.
Well, what about you, Jim? What'd you do this weekend?
Worked on the twister a little bit more.
Did you make any? Yeah, I see it sitting back there behind you. Did you make any progress on it?
I've got, I'm getting real close. Probably tomorrow, the next day, I'll cover the wings, flaps, the horizontal stabilizer, and the elevators. And once I get that done, I'll mask off the wings, and I'll paint the fuselage, and I should be pretty close.
For some reason, the flaps always slow me down. Making sure they're aligned and hinged properly.
Yeah, and I cut the holes for the, I don't know, what do you call the little U-bend wire that runs between the flaps through the fuselage? What does everybody call
I
those?
call it a coupler, flap coupler.
Coupler. The couplers for the elevators and the flaps. Getting holes drilled, I did that on my drill press, and then I used a 1/16 inch ball nose end mill. On my drill press, I have a machine vise that works in the X and Y axis, and so I chuck up my flaps, I drill the hole with the drill press, and then I use the ball end mill to cut out the slot so that the wire can go across and sit flush with the flap.
Yeah, that's
So-
something I usually take a needle file and dig and file and dig. Let's see, Tom Creasy just came in, and I see also Terry Forbes is joining us as soon as I enable his microphone. Hang on, Terry, and I'll have you. And there you go. Hey, Terry.
Hey guys,
Welcome.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, how's it going?
good man.
Yeah.
Good to see
I
everybody.
didn't get the spinner. I think I got what you was talking about.
There's 8 of us now. We got 8
Hey,
out of
Steve.
9 filling up the
Text
guest
me your
list.
email address because that one didn't work that Rusty gave me, that S Hines with your AMA number. I've sent it like 3 times. It keeps coming back.
That's really weird. That's what I'm looking at right now. So
Yeah.
you got Shines, SHINES.
Wait, let me write it down again. Go ahead.
Okay, SHINES
Okay.
86076
86076. Yep.
at gmail.com.
Okay.
I get all kinds of stuff through. It's working, so I
All
don't
right.
know
Well,
what.
I'll try it again. That's the one that Rusty gave me, but and I'm working off an IX here. So anyway,
Hey, Steve, did you say 80076?
No,
he said 86076.
86076. Okay, let me write that
That
down.
or is that not what we had?
No, we had it wrong.
Okay. Well, Steve, my AMA is 20283, so I got you beat.
Oh, okay.
Just teasing.
Okay,
All right.
now we got it.
All right. Excellent.
Cool.
Very good. And Gerald, how are you and everybody? I see Gerald's on.
Have a
Good
crew
to see
tonight.
you. And now you got the 35 you need, my friend. What I'm going to do you have the ability to do hot wire cutting? Certainly you do. All you need is a train transformer, like a model train transformer. And some neochrome wire or some safety stainless steel safety tie wire like A&P would use.
Yeah, I've got nichrome wire, and I used to use car batteries for my power source, and just put an alligator clip on the nichrome wire and run it down to the resistance I wanted.
All right.
And,
well, what I might do is just drop in the mail, or maybe to do it quick. I mean, I've got templates I can send you to make some voodoo style combat planes that use the full flying elevator with the 2 booms, and it's a foam wing, and you basically just build the little tuning fork out of the bass wood and for the motor mounts and your bell crank mount, and it's real easy. It's just real easy. And the bell crank is mounted in the center of the wing on this because you cut that out. Anyway, it's all in the plans, but I can send it all to you.
Even an email of the template would do. An email of the template would do the job, because I've got a
well, that's
cutting.
what I'll do then.
That's the easiest way.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. And I have a friend with a print business, and I'm going over to get a set of plans I was emailed printed. So what I'll do is he's got a nice scanner. I'll get him to scan it and put it into like a PDF file or something for me.
That'd be excellent.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And then you can play with the scale of it too. You can even shrink it down to like a 15 or an 09 size plan.
Yeah, I think you said he's live on.
Steve, John Sanchez is over on YouTube. He says he watched Samantha building her plane on Facebook. He assures you she's going to win for the USA. So
I hope so. She decided she wants to make it. I kind of knew she did. She wants to do it that'll be BOM compliant. You know, because she really doesn't need a model that she built to fly over there. And I could have got a Shark or one of Kaz's airplanes or something. And we decided to go with something a little bit smaller for her. And that's when, you know, to pay Chris, you know, for doing some of it. But so she built the, you know, started building the wing and stuff like that. And we'll get the belt crank in and everything. And we'll finish it and stuff. And that way it'll be her airplane. She kind of wanted to go over there with her, her airplane.
I don't blame her. Yeah.
No, that's excellent.
Yeah. So I think it'll work out good. That means probably 2 to 3 more trips, I'd think, there to Chicago for us for all day. And the wing's got that front cap part put on it now. All the ribs are glued in, the trailing edge. So we get back there, we got to put in the shear webs. They're all ready to go. But before that, we got to finish gluing that, how Bob Hunt does it, where he wraps it over that buck and then it's one piece that goes over it. So gluing that up should be fairly fast, and then the shear web should be fairly fast. And then it's just cap stripping it, and the wings will be done, and then wing tips. And then getting it mounted to the airplane and getting the rest of it in there. That take apart system, man, that thing is crazy hard. You know, it's going to work good, but I mean, to get everything aligned, you can kind of see the pictures there about how they had to work it and get the fuselage all at 0 and all that kind of stuff, and then to the wing and all that,
and making it stay that way for multiple take aparts and put back together. You know, that sounds like a meticulous job.
I built the elevators when I was there. Chris is he's gonna taper them and cover them, and when we get back, hopefully we knock the wing out, and then we got to get the tail, that take apart tail, in that thing and get it aligned and everything. And so we'll kind of find out how that's done.
Are you guys pretty well stuck on what stabilizer you're gonna use, or are you gonna make some interchangeable stuff?
The stab could probably be interchanged, but it's just a cut down version of Chris's airplane. I don't know. It's one of Billy's. I don't know. He's got the Geo Bolt and Geo. What?
Yeah, it's like that. The similar to the Junar range.
Right. This is more like the Junar wing, and then
you're talking about a geodetic rib arrangement.
I'm not sure why he names the stuff the way he does. You know, he had the Junar, and then he had the Thunderbolt, and that's where Fitzgerald's airplane, Thunder Gazer, because it has the Thunderbolt wing, or how that's done with root to link, you know, all that kind of stuff and thickness. But they went back to the Junar wing, and I guess that's better in turbulent air and stuff, a little bit thinner. And then so that we cut that down more, it's kind of a little bit smaller than the original Junar, but Chris's wing, I think, is a little bit bigger than the original Junar.
I'd have no idea how to pick one airfoil over another, other than just to say, yeah, that looks like a good wide fat stunt airfoil. That's about as technical as I can get.
Well,
You just find out the specs of what the big boys are doing and just stick with that, buddy, because they've already been through the testing, you know?
Yeah, no need in reinventing the wheel. But
yeah, this one should work. Should work good with electric. We got the electric set up. It's going to be, I think, the same size as David Fitzgerald's airplane, and I know Paul Walker, that one he had at the Nats was smaller, just to I don't know, use less battery and have bad air, you know, that doesn't affect it as much. Samantha's airplane's got a lot less. It doesn't have the pipe tunnel, all that kind of stuff, so it's a lot thinner through the fuselage, which then crosswinds won't pull on her handle so hard by cutting that down. And that was one of the things we wanted too, that when she flies her SV11, she flies it fine until we get up to like 13, 14 mile an hour winds and about rips it out of her hand. She's just not big enough to hold an airplane that weighs 60 some ounces with that big a fuselage, and then the wind pulling on it also.
I know my first time I flew a big control line airplane, and it was a 19 size. I was 10 years old, and it scared me to death. I was screaming for the guy to come pick up the handle because I thought I was going to leave the ground with the airplane.
Hey, man, I can relate. My first was a 19 Vico on a Tomahawk, and it was really the first taste of this sport. A real airplane at the end of the wire.
no kidding. Yeah, when I was flying my half A's before I joined a club, or right after I first joined a club, people were telling me, Rusty, you gotta try a bigger plane. I didn't know anything bigger than half A existed, and they said you gotta feel the pull of a bigger plane. And yeah, sure enough, it's a whole different ballgame, and so much easier to fly too.
Yeah, that was like when we got back into it, we're flying 25s, and that was really the biggest that I ever flown anyway, even when I was young. And then we bought that setup, that PT-19 from Horizon with the 36 on it. So we got, you know, and that was a fairly heavy airplane. Well, that thing was known to run away before them damn engines are broken. That thing will get up. And I swear to God, I wasn't going to make it to the end of the flight. I'm like, oh my God, just going to rip my fingers off, because that thing started doing about three something second laps.
Wonder if it's going to shut off before sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was, I was getting dizzy. So I'm dizzy, my arm's going to come off and stuff like that. And I landed, and I was like, man, I don't know if I want to fly these bigger airplanes or not.
Yeah, then it got a little too big for me when I flew my Magnum the first time. That was a 72-ounce plane with a wingspan as tall.
Yeah.
It was walking me like a dog, pulling out on the bottoms, especially on the squares, you know. And that was back when I was flying beginner too. So I had way too much more than I could handle with that plane.
Yeah, we had an SV-22 with a Enya pipe on it and stuff for Samantha. She flew the airplane good but it weighed 72 ounces.
Yeah.
And once you got some wind, it was just, she just said it hurt her hand so bad and stuff that she didn't want to fly it anymore. You know, turned her hand, there was no color left in it. She goes, look at me, and it's all white.
Yeah, big airplane, man, big airplane.
It's rough on your shoulder if you can't keep that elbow bent too.
Yeah. But she flew it well, and it's like she can put up with the pull until we get real heavy winds. So the thinking is that we don't know what kind of weather we're going to get there in France. So hopefully this, with the left side area and everything, it's still going to pull hard if we get the wind, but it won't be as bad as the heavier airplanes. We can keep this under 60 ounces or whatever, and she should be fine.
Good. I look forward to following her progress.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, she had a Vector that weighed 53 ounces, and it didn't bother her in the wind, but I think because the fuselage is skinnier, it doesn't then pull as hard and doesn't wind up as bad in the wind. Where the big airplanes, boy, they'll wind up when you get a good wind on them. I see Dane left, huh?
What'd you say?
I see Dane left the.
Oh yeah, I don't know where he went. Somebody named Grown Ass Man just tried to join, but you don't think he was successful. So.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a StuntHangar member.
No. Steve, I was just going to ask, is Samantha flying?
He wasn't man enough, was he?
For a 5-cell or 6-cell pack in her model?
We're trying both. We're trying 6-cell and 5. I got 5 ordered. I got 6 here, and we're gonna try the Igor setup compared to the Hubrin setup and see what she likes. She really likes the one we got in the Vector 40, but we'll see what how she likes the other and how it's done. So hopefully in March we're headed back to Florida or somewhere down south and see if we can't do some more testing and have it ready for May and then go hard at it for 3 months.
Where in Florida do you go?
By Gainesville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad was from High Springs, and I still got one aunt and one uncle alive down there. We stay with my uncle, so that makes it cheap.
Now we got somebody named Not Tweedler that wants to join.
Yeah, I see him on there. He's waving.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if you're a StuntHangar member or not. We don't know you. Why don't you talk to us on YouTube for a minute and we'll decide whether to let you join us or not.
Yeah, join us on chat.
Yeah, join us on the YouTube chat. Let us know that you know something
the test
about
question
what we're
is,
talking about. And
the test question is, who is Bob Geetsey? If you know that, you can come in.
yeah, that's the question of the night. Who is Bob Geetsey? If you can answer that, you can come in.
or who was Bob Geetsey?
Yeah, yeah.
What you doing to the bastard tonight over there, Tom?
Oh, he's gonna sand that front ring in.
This is the Sherry Beth. It's,
okay.
That 4-stroke, the backing plate is pressed. It's on the shaft. I don't know if it's pressed on, but it's not coming off. It's got a keyway in it, so I imagine the keyway and everything's tapered.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a little have a deal to pull that off there.
So what I'm gonna have to do is take the motor on and off until I get it right. But this is what I found, Steve.
Yeah, that worked good, didn't it?
Well, here's what happened is I went to a swap meet and I found it and I said, hey, what did I do with it now? Hang on, I'll go get it.
Hey, that reminded me of those kits his buddy had. Let's ask him about those.
He goes, yeah, you could have that spinner as long as you take the motor. Oh my God, look at the motor. I think it's been sitting in water for a while.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is that a Cane B?
I said, no, can I just take the spinner? He goes, nope, got to take the whole motor. That's the deal.
What kind of motor is it?
Craft.
It has it's a 61. It has a letter K on it.
Oh, it's a Craft. That was a good motor if you clean it up.
RTLK. Oh, I'm. You can.
They hacked you.
Yeah,
We're
they
calling
look like they did. I just clicked hang up on them.
Oh, Sparky's coming in now, buddy. You got the FBI coming in here. Yeah, it could be cleaned up.
Yeah, you had to hang up on him again.
Who was that?
That was the FBI again. I hung them up again.
Sound like
Shit, I hope it ain't like 911 where they just show up at your door now, Rusty.
Yeah, could be.
Boy, does
We got
everybody-
them coming in left and right now. Damn.
Wow.
Any of y'all still with me?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's still here. Good.
No, Gerald got knocked out.
Yeah, he sure did.
And Tom did.
Yeah, that one guy that had one name, now he's under doctor.
Yeah, I see. I'm knocking them down as fast as they can come in. Some of them won't eject, some of them will. Oh, okay. Let me let Sparky in. Hang on, Sparky. I'm letting you in. There you go. Now you can turn your mic on, Sparky.
I've still got a horrible video feed.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You got decent audio. Man, these spammers are coming in left and right. It looks like, oh, shit. Why is it you little fuckers think it's so fun to come in and disrupt us? Isn't there somebody else that's more fun to fuck with? All right. The little twerps just came in and fucked with us again. So I was hoping we'd gotten past that little juvenile bullshit.